everybody. Got another topic for you all today. We're going to be discussing lane splitting, but from the cagers' point of view. Why is it that they don't like the idea of lane splitting? And to start off with, we're going to go with the basic psychology 101, is that people simply don't like change. Here in the United States, it's only legal in one state, so unless you're from California, and even some of those who are, you're not going to be very familiar with lane splitting, so it's going to be a new idea to you, and naturally, you're going to be against anything new. People don't like change. Issue number 2 is that they feel like you're putting them at risk. They're not familiar with motorcycles or their maneuverability or how agile you can be on one. So they see it as, oh, you are on this big bike, regardless of how big it really is. You're on this big bike, and you're squeezing through this tight, narrow space between them and the other car. Because from their point of view, it's a lot smaller than what it really is. So they don't see it the way we see it. Like, obviously, I see that I have plenty of room to fit between these two vehicles. They see it as I'm taking a risk and I'm putting their vehicle in danger because I might brush up against their vehicle and scratch it, or my mirror might tap their mirror, which 99% of the time does absolutely no damage to either vehicle. But from their point of view is you're increasing the chances of their property being damaged, and they don't want that. They obviously want to keep their stuff safe, and they think that letting you lane split is not keeping their own stuff safe. Also, they really don't care if you get hot, and they have a valid point. You chose to ride a bike. Your choice is the reason you're hot. There's nothing keeping you, most of you, from taking a car and sitting in your air conditioning and being stuck in traffic just like them. So they really, I don't know, welcome to the world nowadays where people just don't care about other people anymore. But I agree with them to an extent that if you chose to ride your bike, you chose to be stuck in the heat. I mean, another thing that people who drive cars are going to be basing this off of is what they've seen from people thus far, which is a very biased view because most of the people who they've seen lane splitting are already doing so illegally. So we're talking about people who are not going to give a fuck about doing the speed limit when you're lane splitting. In California, I think it's like 5 or 10 miles an hour over. I don't know what it is. But you can only be traveling so much faster than the cars you're splitting. People they've seen lane split are not following this rule. They're doing like 60 past a car doing 20. And you would see a lot less of that if lane splitting was legal to start with. You can't really say, well, 3 out of 3 people I've seen lane splitting so far were doing so unsafely. Well, that's because 3 out of 3 you saw were doing it illegally. If you saw 3 people do it illegally and 8 people who do it legally, obviously the majority are going to be doing it legally. But you've got to give people that chance to actually see that statistic work itself out. I know a lot of people around here, they're not so much against lane splitting. But really, in this area, there's not a whole lot of places where you can actually split lanes, like in 2-lane traffic, on a needed scenario. Like my daily commute is mostly 2-lane road like this. So there's really at no point where I would be able to lane split. Like I can maybe pass them in a non-passing zone, which a lot of them have waved me around in a non-passing zone to let me get by. They understand that, one, I'm probably out here to enjoy this road because a lot of people come out here to ride this road. So I don't want to be stuck behind them the whole time. And 2, because of weather conditions, be it rain or heat or whatever else it might be. So they're willing to let you by. And then the other part of my commute, I have the Route 21, Route 141 actually, where it's 2 lanes in each direction with a grass median between the 2. Now there's a shoulder on each side of each set of 2 lanes. So if traffic would ever come to a standstill on this road, there's really no reason for me to shoot right down the middle. I could hit either shoulder. I get the shoulder on either side. The only problem that's going to become a problem is when I get to the end where the stoplight is. There's going to be people merging into the right turn lane or the left turn lane. But I think it would be perfectly fine to merge back in once you get up there. Obviously, you're going to be moving faster than the traffic that's up there, so well, when you come up to, like, I don't know how exactly it should work, but you could merge back in, and you could do so safely while traffic is stopped, or even while traffic is moving, because they're going to see you there. It's not like you're just come flying down the shoulder at 60 miles an hour while everyone else is stopped, and then you cut over in front of someone. I think we need to work on getting that image out of people's heads, because they've seen a lot of that, and they seem to be really stuck on it. Every type of biker has a bad stereotype for one reason or another, and despite all our efforts to try and get rid of those stereotypes, people are always going to cling to the bad more than the good. So we've just got to do twice as much good to show them that we're really not out there to be assholes or to get, you know, anyone injured. We're out there to do what we got to do, just like them, get to where we're going and get home safe. If you agree, leave a comment in the section below or hit the like button, and I'll catch you guys later.